Happy Valley again on Wednesday night. Normal service resumes after being at Sha Tin last Wednesday, and Happy Valley day meeting on Sunday. But a good card to look forward to. I'm Andrew Lejeune. Please say I'm joined here in the studio by our former analyst Paul Lally and race caller Tom Wood as well. Tom, and the feature race, the American Club Challenge Cup. Good lineup. Yeah,
it is a good lineup for that particular race on the programme. It's a good night of racing all round at Happy Valley through the course of the evening. Back on the A course after being on the C+3 course on Sunday. The weather's meant to be good, and Carroll Street going around in the last race. But the feature has a good lineup also on the programme. Small field, but plenty of quality in it.
Certainly is. So what else are we looking out for, Paul?
Jackpots. There's three really good jackpots after the all-weather meeting we had last Wednesday night. So 1.7 million going into the triple trio, 1.3 million going into the second double trio, and 2.3 million also going into the 6-up win bonus. So some really good jackpots there. Only one first starter throughout the card as well.
Danny Sherman, Zach Purton, that comes up in race number 3. We'll be looking at races 5 and 8 here on the main show. Again, the rest of the races on the audio video section of the website. Before we get into Wednesday night's card, though, the trials on Tuesday morning at Sha Tin saw Golden 60 back in action.
Turning for home at the 400 metres over King Turbian, 3 out Super Dynamite, Sorvest behind them with Handsome 12, Golden 60 down the middle, followed by Leap of Faith and Fallings to Silver Express. But at the 200, the champs galloped up, taken the lead, Golden 60, and he's off and gone here, really starting to extend right away and in terrific form in the trials so far. An ominous sign for the season, Golden 60, too good by 2.
Yeah, it felt great. You know, he jumped really well, relaxed, and he hit the launch nicely. You know, he's willing to do that. So yeah.
It's noticeable this season that you've asked him to do a little bit more in his trials than you were doing last season. Is that because he hasn't had a run yet, and he's got to obviously be ready against race-fit horses when he does step out?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, last season I still ask him sometimes, but at the turf gallops. At a trial sometimes weather wasn't good and track condition isn't good, so I just, you know, I didn't want to push that for risking anything. So, but you know, first trial at dirt, nice surface, he can surely do some work.
2.5 weeks away, Vincent, from when he returns. What will he do between now and then?
Just keep him nice and happy and fresh, you know. Probably just some quiet gallops.
But I bet you can't wait to get back on him on race day now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think both of us can't wait, even him.
That's it really now. It's just a case of just keep him ticking over, Paul, until trial day in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's hard with a horse like that because there's limited opportunities. You want to peak him right up in December, but you've got to keep him up, you know, that fitness up as well. So I think France is doing a great job with him.
He certainly is. Those trials, that last all-weather trial we just saw there was sort of similar to the trial before, where he's come around the outside and hit the front about the 200 metres. A few nice horses in that trial, including Packing Victory, but certainly ominous signs for the rest of the season, I feel, with what he's produced so far.
He'll be waiting for race day as well. We'll be sick of answering our questions about him getting ready for the start of the season. But that was Golden 60. Great to see him out and about at Sha Tin on Tuesday morning. Happy Valley, though, is where we're heading on a Wednesday night. So we're right back to the A course after being on the C+3 on the weekend. Start off with a couple of Class 5s. We're looking at the feature race, though, the American Club Challenge Cup over the 1,800 metres, and the final event, race number 8, which is a Class 3 over the 1,200 metres. So first up, the Class 2, Savvy 9, who is a course and distance winner last season, Jerry Chow and Douglas White. Delightful Lau first up for the campaign. He was 5th in last season's Derby. Berlin Tango much better from him behind Celestial Power last time out. Savaquin in that race, and Zabrowski, who made all, just collared right on the line by Celestial Power there. All for St Paul's could roll forward from barrier number 7. Matthew Poon's got a great record on him, and Sunny Star will be ridden by Alexi Badel. So, as far as the speed map is concerned for this one, Tom, the smallish field, I say, we're showing good to slow in the early stages. Does Zabrowski get it by himself?
Well, he potentially does here from gate number 3. There's not much in the way of sort of challenges. We've seen Looking Great go forward in the past. We know that All for St Paul's likes to go forward. So I think if there was going to be a serious challenger to Zabrowski, it's more than likely, I feel, to be All for St Paul's and Matthew Poon potentially. We know he likes a fight. He's coming to Happy Valley for his second run. Sunny Star Paul in the trail. Looking Great's another speed influence, but I tend to think All for St Paul's probably the one of the favourites' main challenges.
Well, I think and I wouldn't be surprised if he did lead. I mean, up to 2,200 metres, we know that's what he likes. He rolls along, and he's a hard horse to get past. Sunny Star, he's got a really light weight. He's going to get a really nice run just in behind as well. And some of those back runners, Delightful Lau and Sabaquin, we know they get back, so they won't change their pattern, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, Beauty Fit out of gate number 2. He can be a little bit awkward away sometimes also.
All right, well, Berlin Tango back in the field as well. Much better effort from him last time out. I was out at track work on Tuesday morning to catch up with his jockey, Karis Teeton. Berlin Tango, Karis, in the feature race. You rode him last time out. It wasn't a bad effort, out of the money, but still ran better.
Yeah, I thought actually just set a bit too far back on him with a slow pace. He was just a bit too far back, and he made up some ground. I think for his first run he was good enough, and I think there's improvement to come.
It seems to have taken him a while to settle down, as it can do with the Europeans and the Australian horses as well. What's changed, you think? What's clicked with him now?
Yeah, of course, those horses, they always take a bit of time. I thought last season, towards the end, he's starting to run some pretty good races. And he gave me a good feel when I rode him last time. Like I said, I just thought it is his first up run, and there's always improvement to come.
He came here with quite a good reputation and a high racing as well. Do you think it's possible that he can go on now if he runs well on Wednesday night?
Yeah, I think so. There's no doubt that there's a lot of improvement, and he will get up a bit more in the rating. So I'm hoping he do well on Wednesday.
You say you got back a bit too far last time, so what will the tactics be? You've got the inside gate this time round.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll be a bit closer. Definitely sit a bit too far back last time.
He's got an entry for International Day as well. That's a long way off, and he's got to get his ratings up before then. But does he feel like a good horse? Do you think he could be a potential horse that can move up the ratings?
I think he will definitely get up a bit in the rating, but at this stage I can't say that he will get to the international level yet. But if he does everything well and he start running well, why not?
But you're hoping for a positive run, he can improve on what he did last time.
Of course, yeah.
Nice report there from Karis. So just bear in mind where he was in the speed map, and Karis said he got too far back last time out, so maybe a more positive run or ride from him this time round. We'll keep rolling and have a look at a few of the others, starting off, Paul, with Beauty Fit from a long way back, runs fifth.
Yeah, he's done a few things wrong at the start, Beauty Fit. You can see he was really well back here, hit the line really nicely. Look, I haven't got him in though, he just does a few things wrong for me.
I included him, yes, he does a few things wrong at the start, but I think last start wasn't really on his own doing it. He sort of got squeezed up at the start and went back because he did jump fairly well with them. And so I just like the way he ran home here over the concluding stages. Try and call some distance for the first time. He's been to Happy Valley on 3 occasions and failed in them all, but just the way he was getting home there, I thought up and trip might suit.
OK, we talked about all for St Paul's as far as the speed was concerned as well, Tom. Here he is with Matthew Puma's riding him this day as well, and he comes out on top.
And he was pretty much outside the leader in this race. Hit the front near the 300 metres, and when he was challenged sort of halfway down by Tianchi Monster, he certainly didn't give it away. He just loves a fight, this horse, and he's going particularly well. Win again last start, Paul, and he's every chance to challenge the lead here. Yeah,
he's a real honest horse too. Look, he's only had the 23 starts here, and he's won 5. He's run second 5 times as well, so a really good record. And look, I quite like him as a horse because he tries really hard.
Yeah, and Matthew Poon, you look at the record for the jockey there, Tom. 6 rides, he's never been out of the top 4.
Yeah, so they've obviously got a really good association, these two. The horse himself's put on 11 pounds, and that's neither here or there. He's just over 1,050, just over 1,060 pounds, this horse. But look, he's a horse that will go forward, gives you a sight pretty much all of the time.
Sunny Star's a horse I've got a little bit of time for, Paul, and here he is finishing 3rd. He's up in class here, which he's only tried once before this grade.
Yeah, but with this really low weight, and just a sort of a really good draw, I thought, in barrier number 6, he can get himself into a really nice position. He's only been up into this class once, and in the past. But with that light weight, I wanted to include him.
Speaking of horse and jockey combos, Alexi's got a good association with Sunny Star. He's won on him a few times, only been out of the top 4 on 1 occasion, and he was finishing off really nicely behind Turin Red Star. 2 trials since that run too.
I think there's a few angles or different avenues you can take here, Paul. What are your thoughts here with Zabrowski as our favourite?
Yeah, I have gone with Zabrowski. He's had the 3 starts here, and they've all been pretty good, I thought, in Hong Kong, and just got beaten last time. So let's see if he, with the tongue tie on for the first time, from barrier number 3, he's on top. Sunny Star, that lightweight, 2nd. All for St Paul's will keep trying. Looking great. Another one that he's got quite a nice run here from barrier number 5. He's only been to Happy Valley once and did have a minor placing, so the course isn't a problem for him. We'll see how he can go fresh up here over 1,800. 6, 9, 8, 7.
3, 6, 9 and 5. I'm going to take the favourite on here, but I've got him in for second. I'll go with Berlin Tango. There was a lot of support for him last start, fresh up at 8.2, and he made good enough ground, I thought, out wider. Comes to Happy Valley course in distance, second time for him. So Berlin Tango from gate 1. Zabrowski goes in, Sunny Star, and just like the way Beauty Fit was running on there at the end, over the 1400, I thought maybe up to 1800 might suit. So 3, 6, 9 and 5.
Zabrowski and Berlin Tango, my top two as well. 3 and 6, 6 and 3, the cue for me. And the fifth, the American Club Challenge Cup. Right, so after the break, we're going to look at the final event, Class 3 over 1200 metres, plus all the best bets. That's still to come. Racing in Hong Kong returns to Happy Valley on Wednesday night, and we're looking at the final race now, race number 8, which is a Class 3 over the 1200 metres. We have 12 going to post as well, headed by Scores of Fun. Takes the drop-in class, has been key for him in the past, a two-time winner in this grade. Carroll Street switches to Happy Valley for the first time, gets the outside gate barrier 12. Quadruple Double's got speed from 9, good luck as well from barrier number 10. Super Dobbin first up, Yo Beauty as well. Spontaneous, a 3-time course and distance winner from barrier 8, like that. Good trial from him, we'll look at that shortly. Joe Moreira off the inside gate, nearly fine, was good on debut as well, finishing in 4th, down through Wood on Fire, Exuberant and Shiny One, who's been down the field on his 2 starts so far this campaign. So we'll start off with the speed map here for the final event. So we're saying good to fast in the early stages here. So who are the winners and losers?
Yeah, well, wherever you look, there's speed in this race. Spontaneous has got a slightly better barrier draw this time round. Quadruple Double, he's drawn next to him in gate at number 9. Carroll Street's position there, 3 wide up on the speed. Wouldn't be surprised if they end up maybe going back with him in this race. Paul Scores of Fun with all that going on in front has got a nice run through, but another horse that can go forward. Good luck from a wide draw.
Yeah, he's the one I thought might actually try and get right across. Good luck with Quadruple Double. I wouldn't be surprised if Spontaneous ends up taking the sit, and it's more good luck in Quadruple Double. Yeah, they wouldn't want to be there with Carroll Street. I don't think he'll go forward with all its pace. That's the query I've got with it.
Yeah, Yo Beauty, another one that sort of hasn't led in the past. In fact, last start and is fresh up here, probably positioned somewhere midfield.
OK, well, why don't we find out about Carroll Street as we speak to the jockey, Jerry Chow.
Jerry, Carroll Street's in the last race heading to Happy Valley. What are your thoughts there going to the city circuit for the first time?
Yeah, he's a big challenge for him. First time Happy Valley and got a gate 12, but he trialled in Happy Valley before, and he turning well, and I think he should Happy Valley.
Obviously, things didn't go to plan last time at Sha Tin down the straight, suffered a lot of interference. How's he been since that? Did it dent his confidence at all?
After the interference, we thought he would be a little bit upset, but he recovered very quick, and we gave him a trial, and he trialled very nicely. He won the trial, and his body, his mind, his mindset, everything is perfect.
You've drawn very wide on Wednesday night. What do you think the tactics will be?
I think because he's he got a good turn of foot, and we just put him on to the steep earlier park, and because he's first time up the distance, and maybe we will just keep him quiet the earlier park and make him finish yeah. He's
a very exciting horse though. Still can go up the ladder a little bit, climb the ratings points. Still a bit more.
Sure. He's still like a baby. His mind is like a baby, but his fitness, his body is changed a lot this year, and I think he will keep going up.
And God of Dragon, that must have been exciting on Sunday as well to ride him.
Yeah, sure. He's an amazing horse, and he's difficult to ride in the track work, and I rode him a few times, jump out, or he's not easy ride, and I have a good connect with him, and that wise I think I understand him more, and yeah.
He has. He's really clicked with God of Dragon. But interesting that Jerry's speaking very well about Carroll Street. Put him to sleep early. Hope he can finish off the race. We'll go back and have a look at him from the back end of last season, Paul. This is what he can do when he's in form, and he still remains a very exciting sprinter.
He does, yeah, and he did win this really nicely. It was a nice field here that he beat. He's got that turn of foot. It's just the barrier 12. That's the concern, and coming here to Happy Valley. Down the straight 1,000. He was unlucky when he did get knocked over, but this win just shows what he can do.
Yeah, absolutely, and he was too good on this occasion for a winner method, who went off the 1.3 favourite on that occasion. He's got a lot of ability, this horse, and he's certainly going to keep picking races off, I feel.
Just go and have a look. I know we saw it just then when Jerry was talking. Just have a look at this again one more time, Tom. There he is on the inside. Nervous witness in front. It would have been really interesting to see how close he would have got to him, really, if this hadn't happened. Yeah,
absolutely. So it was sort of Flying Dragon, I think, there on the outside. Propecia, I think the other one there was. And look, he just got completely canted into it. I think might have taken a little bit of skin off in that effort to Carroll Street. If they can concoct a plan like they did with God of Dragon from that draw the other day, I think Douglas will have something up his sleeve here.
We'll move on, Paul. This is quadruple double. We saw on the speed map he races prominently, but there's a bit of competition this time round. Yeah,
look, he's had 3 goes this season and he's run third in all 3, but they've all been close up thirds. He's been running well. He's run into a good field here with a little awkward draw in barrier number 9 with a bit of pace underneath him. But look, he's been going so well at the moment. He's a hard horse to leave out.
He is. In fact, as well as the 3 thirds this season, he finished last campaign off with a third as well. And he's run into drops of gold here and has just been collared in the shadows there for second by Be Ready. But he's knocking on the door. It's just another awkward stall for him to overcome.
This was a really good run, Tom, first up by nearly fine. He was over 60 to 1 this night. He's run a slashing race to finish in 4th. Other horses know a bit more about good luck and Spontaneous as well, one of our possible speed runners.
It was an excellent run, fresh from this horse, nearly fine. Drew gate number 9, got back towards the rear of the field and really charged through between runners. Prior to arriving, he was just a one-time winner at Randwick with Mark Newnham, but he showed some ability here. But see a few of these horses that have put up barnstorming first-up runs, Paul, this season, failed second-up.
Yeah, that's just a query for me as well, and that's why I didn't get quite in. But Tongue Tie will go on for a second start here. But look, as you say, it was an encouraging run. It's just whether he can put 2 together. Spontaneous was disappointing, wasn't he?
Oh, he absolutely was. He's been back to the trial since. I didn't think there was too much wrong with the trial.
All right, speaking of trials then, Tom, Super Dobbin, what can you tell me about him?
Super Dobbin, he's yet to win here from his 11 starts. He was just behind the speed, as you can see, in this barrier trial here, but I thought he stayed on well enough at the end. He's had 2 trials to prepare for this. Closest he's got, Paul, has been just that 1 second placing.
Yeah, he's just had that 1 placing as well. Look, I just want to watch him go around here. Barrier number 7, a little bit tricky. I mean, the trial was good enough, but he's a horse who has trialled well in the past as well and hasn't performed on race day.
OK, he's currently just a tick over 30 to 1 at this stage. Unlike our current favourite, Paul, in Like That, that's him on the outside, just looming up in the yellow and black.
Look, I like him to beat Carroll Street just because of the draw. You know he's going to get a nice run from barrier number 1. Carroll Street, there is that little bit of uncertainty from 12. That was a nice quiet trial from him. The horse is going really well at the moment, and he'll be second up now. He's had that run under his belt, so look, I don't mind him in this.
And he has 1 second up in the past, like that. In fact, he's a 3-time winner from his 15 starts. In his last start, which was first up, he wasn't the quickest out of the gates and was beaten 3 lengths behind 7 Heavens, but nothing wrong with that trial. We just saw it there with the Spontaneous as well.
Yeah, it looked very sharp indeed. So he's the one to beat you then, you think, Paul?
Yeah, I do, from the draw. I mean, I think Carroll Street is a very, very good horse, so I'm just worried about barrier 12 for him. So I put Like That's on top of Carroll Street. Wood on Fire, and if they do overcook it in front, we know he's got a really good turn of foot and he can hit the line strongly. And Quadruple Double's just going so well at the moment. It's just it's just awkward where he's going to be in the run. 8, 2, 10 and 3.
Getting a great price in early betting about Carroll Street. 10 to 1 surely won't hold up about a horse that's won 3 of his 5. Clear issues last time out. Nothing wrong with his trial since then. So Carroll Street to hopefully overcome gate number 12. Scores of Fun, I think, might be the slight forgotten horse in the race at 9 and 2.9. He's dropping back in grade here. 2-time course and distance winner. And I thought he ran pretty well behind Trillion Win last time out. He was last on the fence, and on that occasion at Sharton, the fence wasn't the place to be. Quadruple Double number 3 and 7 Spontaneous in on a minor line. So 2, 1, 3 and 7.
Carroll Street for me as well. Him and Like That, I think the top 2 for me there in the final events. And that is the last of 8 races on the programme, Paul. So give us the highlights through the card.
Well, it's quite tricky earlier on. I thought Fox Chunga from his inside draw can run pretty well. Go Ballistic, I don't mind him as well, stepping up to the 2,200 metres. I think he's a good chance. First starter, there's only one in the whole program. I reckon he's a really good chance. Is Bingo. Zach Purdon will take the mount on him. Zabrowski, we talked about him earlier in the program. I think he's going to run pretty well. Zabrowski, nothing new as well. Don't mind him. He's got a new stable and there's a few gear changes on him. So all in all, should be some good racing.
OK, and don't forget that on the audio video section of the website, you'll find the previews for the other races we haven't covered here. Who's the best of those?
I'm going to go with the first starter, Bingo. Thought it was a really good trial that he's had 3 of them. He's got some pace, so he can go forward. So race 3, number 2, Bingo Bingo the best. And a horse called Smart Idea. It was a good Griffin, had some really good Griffin form. He comes to Happy Valley for the first time. I think he's a horse who'll be suited by the Valley. So at an each way price, wanted to put him in. Race 4, number 4. And we'll believe the play in that race with Fortune Carrier, Smart Legend and Inno Legend.
Okay, race 8 for me with Carroll Street. Drawn barrier number 12, but hopefully we can get a ride like God of Dragon did the other day. Over 1,200 metres here for Carroll Street. Douglas White, Jerry Chow. Other than that, Star of Wu Yi in race 4, number 6, Tongue Tie goes on now with trainer Mi Choi. Jerry rides him also. Has placed a couple of times from his 7 starts. Another one that's drawn awkwardly, Star of Wu Yi. The play in the last 1, 2 and 3.
All right, best for me comes up as race number 6, and that is Nothing New. It's the class drop. He's actually been running quite well, I thought, in the higher class. The class drop for him, Alexa Bedell ride, possibly make the running as well. Really strong trial from him recently. And although I think Wealthy Delights can take the world of beating here, Wind Speeder from the front going up in trip. Mi Choi again, so Mi could have a good evening there, but up in trip, that's the key for him with Derek Long in the saddle. Work around Nothing New for the QQP with Nunchucks and King Dragon. That's Happy Valley then on a Wednesday night, but it'd be exciting, Tom, to get back to Sha Tin on the weekend because it's the Sa Ladies Purse.
It is. The track's been worked on there. The winter grass has taken time to bed in. It's doing that at the moment. And yes, get your glad rags on for Ladies Purse Day. Southern Legend, Kaying Star. And gee, how unlucky was Glorious Dragon last start, Paul?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll look forward to seeing him. And it's always a good meeting, Ladies Purse Day. Really enjoy it.
It's a genuine lead-up race as well to HKAR, so interesting to see how that works out. Plus, there's a small matter of Nervous Witness out on track again, Tom.
Yes, he goes around over 1,000 metres. Good View, Clarico, Resolute and Co taking him on. He's got top weight of 133.
All right, looking forward to that. But that's the show. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. We will be racing to win.